Ooh la la la, it's the way that we rock when we doing our thing. Ooh la la la, it's the. Hey everyone, welcome back to What's Happening. So if you watched the last episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, we saw where they all had came together to take a look at the space for the expo event. And while they were there, Martell made a comment about Letitia's body. And I don't think Marceau liked that too much. But I felt like he was trying to be a little shady when he said she looked like she had been in the gym. Now, Letitia kind of laughed it off because we all know that she's had work done in the past and she probably had maybe a little tune up to her BBL. And we know she had one for sure because Martell had mentioned that a while back when he was doing a live. I want to say it was earlier last year. And he mentioned that Marceau had told him that she had had surgery. But I was surprised that he was saying anything because his face looked like he had either been bitten by a bunch of bees or he was having some type of allergic reaction. But then when I thought about it, I'm like, he probably had a little bit of Botox done. If you all remember, he was talking about, I can't remember which episode or if it was even last season where he was saying that he was starting to look aged underneath his eyes and he was starting to get like treatments and stuff. So it definitely looks like he might have had some Botox done. We know that when you get Botox, it can cause some redness and swelling. And I want to say it can also give you like an appearance that you have a light sunburn. And that's exactly how he looks on his face. And we know during this time that they were filming, he was hanging out with Sheree, with their made-up relationship. And of course, we know Sheree gets Botox and tune-ups to her face. So it wouldn't surprise me at all that she turned Martell on to her doctor. But at this point, it's not even really going to matter because they said,
Going to jail. You're going to jail. Going to jail. You're going to jail.
and I don't think it's really going to matter what you look like if you're sitting in jail. But anyway, let's talk about where Letitia brought up that she had talked to Melody. Kimmy asked her whether or not Melody was going to be participating. Letitia told her no. And then it turned into basically Martell trying to attempt to make Melody look bad or, to make it look like she was being difficult. But Letitia definitely understood where Melody was coming from. I mean, she mentioned how, she understood because they had not talked in the last 3 years. They weren't on good terms. But Martell tried to make it seem like it was all about him and her in this court case that they were in. And, Letitia said, no, she didn't even say that. Like, she just wanted them to move forward with it. And she didn't want it to be all about her. So let's take a listen to that conversation.
Met with Mel.
When you met with Mel, is she in?
She was like, because of like the history with everybody and with her in the group, she was saying that she does not think that it is fair for us to so fresh and so soon. She was like, like a couple of months ago, none of us was on speaking terms. And I was like, I understand with everything that's going on between you and Martell, with the kids. Like, I feel like she may have a lot.
I don't think we should let that run over onto like business ventures or friendship when it comes to us and things like that, because I think we should leave the court stuff in the courts. Our children with just like our children. I think we should be able to separate whatever. We just handle it in court.
Okay. And she didn't go into details about it. But for real, I told her, listen, our group, we have been through a lot the last 3-4 years. I get it, we have. But and show like the greatness of the community, and it's for the community.
Just trade us.
I don't think it was all you. I think that was part of it. She didn't say it was all you. And she also said, I don't want to make this about me. She's like, I want y'all to still move forward and do it.
For me, I can always put my feelings aside or anything personal that we have going on aside to help the community. I'm just disappointed in Melody not being able to do so. And her blaming me at a time like this is not gonna help the situation. So I think it's in both our best interest to always put our personal aside when it comes to business or helping the community.
Now, the funny thing about what he had to say was that it wasn't even about him totally. It was a combination of things that caused her not to participate. But of course, you know, Martell had to make it about him. But sound off below, you guys. Let me know what you thought about this scene if you watched the show. And do you think Martell got Botox injections and underneath his eyes? And his comment about Letitia's body, do you think Marceau felt some type of way about that? But sound off in the comments below, you guys. Let me know your thoughts about all of this. And as always, I'll talk to you in the next video. Please give this one a thumbs up and be sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from What's Happening.